You see them everywhere, on kitchen counters, in dorm rooms, in office break rooms, in Airbnb rentals, in those late night moments when all you want is a quick cup of tea coffee or instant noodles. And because electric kettles feel simple, most people assume they are safe. That is the mistake, because an electric kettle is not just a container for boiling water. It is a heating device. It deals with high temperatures, steam pressure, electrical components, plastic seals, metal interiors, glued parts, lids, handles, and auto shutoff systems that are supposed to protect you when things get too hot. When that system is built well, it is convenient. When it is built badly, it becomes one of the most dangerous small appliances in your kitchen. And the worst part is this: the danger usually does not look dramatic at first. It looks like a weird plastic smell, a burnt taste in the water, a lid that feels loose, a handle that gets hotter than it should, a base that flickers, a shutoff switch that works, until the day it doesn't. So today, we are opening the file on 6 electric kettle brands sold in the US that you should approach with extreme caution, especially if your priority is clean, boiling, long-term durability, and basic household safety. This is not about looks. It is not about trendy design. It is not about which kettle photographs well on a modern countertop. It is about heat materials reliability and what can go wrong when a cheap or poorly engineered appliance is trusted too much. Let's start with the brands and product lines that raise the biggest red flags. Number 6, unknown generic Amazon brands. This is where a lot of people get trapped, not by a famous brand, not by a legacy company, but by those random kettle listings online that seem too good to ignore. The name is unfamiliar. The logo looks invented yesterday. The price is suspiciously low. The listing promises food-grade materials, fast boil technology, and premium stainless steel, but when the product arrives, the actual build quality tells a very different story. This category is dangerous because it hides behind convenience. A lot of these kettles are built to win the click, not to survive real daily use. The photos look polished. The reviews can feel inflated. The branding is forgettable. And if something goes wrong, there is often no long-standing reputation to hold accountable. This is where you see thin plastic walls, questionable interior components, loose-fitting lids, low-quality power bases, and vague safety claims that sound reassuring but prove nothing. And when boiling water meets bargain materials, that is where concern begins. Because if the interior uses low-grade plastic near steam pathways, or if the so-called stainless interior still includes exposed plastic contact points in critical zones, users may end up smelling or tasting something that should not be there in the first place. A kettle should make water hot. It should not make you wonder what else is entering it. Number 5, Procter Silex. Procter Silex lives in the budget zone, and that is exactly why so many people buy it. It looks practical. It looks harmless. It looks like the kind of brand people assume is good enough. But in heat-based appliances, good enough can be a problem. The concern here is not luxury versus non-luxury. It is consistency. Lower-end kettles in this category often feel fine in the beginning. Then, the cracks start to show fast. The plastic feels thinner. The lid mechanism feels weaker. The switch action feels cheaper. The body ages faster under repeated heat cycles. And the moment an appliance starts feeling less stable, around boiling water, confidence disappears. That matters because a kettle is used in one of the most unforgiving ways possible: repeated rapid heating, repeated cooling, repeated steam exposure, repeated handling when full of near-boiling liquid. If the construction is not strong, wear shows early. And early wear on a kettle is not a cosmetic issue. It is a spill issue, a burn issue, a reliability issue. The price may be low, but the margin for error is also low. And that is not where you want to be with a device designed to sit inches away from your hands and face. Number 4, Farberware. Farberware carries a familiar household name, and that familiarity is exactly what makes this one more complicated. Because when a brand has been around a long time, people drop their guard. They assume the name itself guarantees quality. It doesn't. In the kettle category, One of the most frustrating concerns with cheaper Farberware units is inconsistent build execution. Not always catastrophic, not always immediate, but inconsistent enough to matter. And inconsistency is the enemy of trust. Some units feel acceptable, others feel flimsy. Some users describe no problems, others run into issues that should not appear so quickly in a basic kitchen appliance. That is how weak products stay in circulation. The experience is uneven enough to avoid one giant reputation collapse, but not strong enough to deliver confidence. This is especially worrying when it comes to lids, hinges, locking points, and pouring control, because a kettle does not need to burst into flames to be unsafe. If the lid opens awkwardly, if steam escapes too aggressively, if the pouring angle feels unstable, if the top feels poorly secured, that is enough to create a dangerous moment. And dangerous moments in the kitchen happen fast. One bad pour, one unexpected slip, one burst of steam at the wrong angle. That is all it takes. Number 3, Black Plus Decker Budget Kettle Lines. Black Plus Decker is one of those names people instinctively trust because it has been in American homes forever. And that is exactly why the kettle category deserves extra scrutiny. A familiar power tool or appliance brand does not automatically mean every product line under that name is equally well executed. In the lower-priced kettle range, one recurring concern is the feeling of mass-market cost-cutting. The design may look clean, the brand may feel safe, but when users begin noticing strong plastic odor, questionable interior smell during early boils, or a general sense that the materials do not inspire confidence, that trust starts cracking immediately. And once a kettle makes your water smell wrong, the psychological damage is already done. Because now every cup of tea feels suspicious, every pour feels slightly contaminated, every boil becomes a question mark. That is not acceptable in a product whose entire purpose is clean hot water. The deeper issue here is that cheap kettles often sell the illusion of simplicity. People think it just boils water. How bad can it be? Very bad, actually, because the simpler the product looks, the easier it is for buyers to overlook what matters, what touches heat, what touches steam, what touches water, and whether the shutoff system behaves reliably over time. With Black Plus Decker's budget kettle lines, that good enough for now feeling can quickly turn into I need to replace this sooner than expected. And once you are replacing a kettle early because you no longer trust the smell, the build, or the heat behavior, the cheap purchase was never really cheap. Number 2, Hamilton Beach Certain Models. Hamilton Beach is one of the biggest names in affordable kitchen appliances, which means this brand reaches exactly the kind of buyers who want something practical, recognizable, and easy to justify. That is why problems here matter more. Because this is not some mystery seller in a dark corner of the internet. This is mainstream. And when mainstream products start raising concerns around overheating behavior, weak auto shutoff performance, or overall durability under repeated use that deserves attention. A kettle has one job: heat water, then stop safely. That stop safely part is everything. If auto shutoff becomes inconsistent, if the appliance runs hotter than expected, if the base connection feels unstable, or if the unit gives users the sense that it is aging too quickly under normal daily use, that is no longer just a quality complaint. That becomes a household risk issue, especially for busy families, especially for older users, especially for anyone who assumes the kettle can be trusted to manage itself once switched on. Because the entire appeal of an electric kettle is automation. You press the switch, you walk away for a moment. You expect the appliance to do the same thing. If that confidence breaks, the product loses its core value immediately. And that is why Hamilton Beach lands this high on the list. Not because every unit is a disaster, but because once a mainstream kettle starts producing enough concern around heat control and long-term reliability, it becomes a brand line you should not buy casually. Not in this category, not when boiling water and electricity are involved. Number 1, cheap plastic, heavy kettles, disguised as premium, including select Mueller-style units. This is the most dangerous category because it combines two things: consumers fall for all the time: affordable pricing and premium-looking design. This is where you see kettles marketed with sleek stainless visuals, modern handles, blue LED lighting, elegant shapes, European-sounding branding, and just enough aesthetic appeal to make buyers think they are getting upscale quality without paying upscale money. Sometimes that includes highly visible brands in the online space, including certain Mueller-style units or similar competitors that build strong visual trust first and earn technical trust later if they earn it at all. And this is the category where appearances can become actively misleading, because a kettle can look premium while still hiding weak points exactly where it matters most. The seams, the lid construction, the inner components, the rust resistance, the exposed material transitions, and the long-term behavior of the parts facing constant steam. This is where buyers start noticing corrosion anxiety. This is where people question whether the interior is truly as clean and durable as advertised. This is where stainless steel may not feel as reassuring after months of real use as it did on day one. And that is the trap. The trap is not obvious failure. The trap is delayed distrust. At first, it looks like a smart buy. Then the finish starts aging strangely. Then a component inside looks off. Then the inside no longer feels as hygienic as expected. Then the confidence is gone. And once you stop trusting the interior of a kettle, there is no coming back from that. Because you are not using it to boil pasta water in a giant pot. You are using it to prepare something you drink, directly, repeatedly, daily. That is why this category takes the #1 spot. It is not just about one failure mode. It is about the combination of heat water, questionable long-term material confidence, and the illusion of quality, masking a product that may not deserve the trust it demands. So what should you look for instead? Start with kettles that have a true stainless steel interior, especially in the zones where water and steam make the most contact. Not mostly stainless. Not stainless outside and plastic where it matters. Stainless where the real work happens. Look for brands with a stronger reputation for build quality and temperature control, such as better executed lines from companies like Cuisinart, OXO, Kosori, premium models, or higher-end stainless steel kettle makers with cleaner interior construction. Then check the lid. Check the handle stability. Check whether the pouring path feels controlled. Check whether the auto shutoff is known for reliable performance. Check whether buyers consistently mention clean taste, solid build, and long-term confidence, not just fast shipping and pretty design. Because that is the real test, not how the kettle looks on the counter, how it behaves after months of steam heat and real life. And here is the bottom line. A bad electric kettle does not always fail dramatically. Sometimes it fails quietly, in the smell, in the taste, in the materials, in the lid, in the switch, in the moment you realize you do not fully trust it anymore. And with boiling water, partial trust is not enough. So avoid the cheap unknowns, be cautious with the weakest budget lines, and stop assuming a familiar name automatically means a safe kettle. Your kitchen is full of products you use without thinking. This should not be one of them. If a kettle goes in your home, it should earn that place.